Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of previously unseen clips from this series of Would I Lie to You? Joining Lee Mack tonight, Alex Jones, Jim Carter, Bob Mortimer, Miranda Hart, Alexander Armstrong, Kate Humble, Miles Jupp, Diane Parrish, Dr. Christine Jessen, Armando Iannucci and Claire Balding. And joining David Mitchell tonight, Jack Whitehall, Richard Madeley, Gabby Logan, Greg Davis, Richard Osman, Mel Gedroich, Andy Hamilton, Chris Tarrant, Richard Bacon and Dale Winton. And so we begin with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've got no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And, Richard, you are first up.
My family don't have a swear jar. We have a bore jar. Whenever a Madeley says something dull, they have to stick a quid in it.
Blimey, have you got a change machine at home?
What do you think, Lee? The Madeley bore jar. Could it be true?
Well, yeah, we'll go with true. OK, are all the family members included in this?
It's a compulsory family scheme, yeah.
OK, and who would you say... We know the answer, but we'll ask it anyway. who would you say has given the most to the jar?
Well, me, obviously.
You've given the most.
Yeah.
And what do you do with the money?
Well, I keep it.
You keep it?
Yeah, it's my system and it's my jar. And
it's your money.
It's mostly my money, so I tend to keep it.
So basically, it's a jar full of money that you've put in, that you take all the money out and keep. That is so boring. Get a quid in it. Is it only family, mate? If I came to your house and was just my usual self, would I have to start overloading it?
Well, I mean, for example, if you came in and started talking about not going out, obviously you'd have to put a quid in.
Ooh. Trust me, if I was in your house, I wouldn't be talking about not going out.
The last time you put up... You, not poor Jack or Chloe or long-suffering Judy. The last time that you put £1 in that jar, what was it for?
I was reading something about fiscal policy out of the Financial Times, and Judy said after about 3 seconds, jar.
Maybe she was agreeing with you in German. What do you think, Lee Mack?
Miles.
I think this is true.
Do you?
Yeah, but I find Richard intrinsically believable.
So you think Richard's telling the truth, Kate?
I think it's complete rubbish.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
I'm going to say not true.
You're going to say it's a lie. Richard, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Well, I'm afraid the answer is deeply boring. I lied.
Bob, you're next.
I have a didgeridoo suspended from a tree in my back garden so that when the wind blows in a particular direction, it pops soothing sounds of the outback into my bedroom window.
David's team, what do you think?
Pops soothing sounds of the...
Yes.
What a poetic way of putting it.
Thank you.
Do you genuinely believe that particular instrument makes a pop?
How would you describe it, Greg? And how soothed do you feel?
Right, everyone stop popping.
I get this every night in my house, please.
Where is it, Bob? It's in a tree.
Yeah.
And you made a conscious decision to put it in the tree?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was hanging from a tree.
What it is it's trapped in a V. Is there a name for that area of a tree? Is it called the Clooney or something?
It's called...
So not to believe George Clooney's holding a didgeridoo at the tree in his garden. Why don't you believe this?
This part of your finger there is called the Clooney.
Is it?
So I'm assuming...
I never knew
That's why I said Clooney. I know it's Clooney. Where it, and it's wedged there.
It's wedged in the tree's V.
Yes, it's wedged horizontally in the tree's V, facing southeast, which is the prevailing wind where I live.
Where do you live? Not Britain.
Britain.
No, the prevailing wind in Britain is southwesterly.
It doesn't happen every night.
So tell us what this sound does for you, then. You're lying in bed at night and you had a lovely day, you're just settling down, and you hear... And then what happens to you?
I'm soothed. And the mind is soothed. Do you know you get things that will do the same thing to, say, your throat?
Yes.
It does it to the mind.
What if your brain's fine? You don't want to hear that every time it's windy.
You're always soothing your brain. That's what sleep is.
Hence the success of the pillow.
Yeah.
Just say though, Bob, I've been led to believe by out-of-work hippies over the years that the didgeridoo is an incredibly difficult instrument to play, and yet it would appear that all one has to do is to pass air through it.
No, you have to position it correctly, just as you would have to over your mouth. I've done that by utilising the Clooney tree.
You're using the
for
Clooney
example-
tree as human lips. You get any kind of noise over a didgeridoo. The Clooney, which it doesn't exist, on Bob's tree, would have to be flesh-like, because the Aboriginal
never
doesn't
said-
just go through it, because it's not just wind, they use their lips.
Very good point. Very good point. Just coming up this time of year, I admit it's a lot better. In fact, I have a wisteria that grows through the didgeridoo. And when the wisteria comes into leaf, not only does it pipe the wind towards the didgeridoo, but it acts as the lips.
It's long been said that if the wind blows in the right direction through wisteria, it can play any instrument in the world.
It's time to decide, David.
OK, we need to make a guess.
What are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Of course it's a lie.
We think it's a
I
lie.
think it's a lie. Well, Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was lying.
Christian, you're next.
For a prank, I once set a friend's legs in plaster casts while he slept.
David Mitchell's team.
Do you get to take those kinds of materials home with you then when you're at medical school or when you're...
We're not supposed to,
Were you at medical
but
school?
we do.
Sorry.
This would have been...
Did you say was he at medical school?
At the time.
Oh, right. I thought you were accusing him.
Christian, why did you play this prank on your friend?
Because he'd got blind drunk, as only medical students can do.
And he was drunk as you were putting the plaster cast on him?
He'd
Or...
actually passed out by that stage.
Right.
He was sleeping.
Could you get struck off for this?
No.
Oh, right.
Anyone?
Presumably you had to have a plan, didn't you? You didn't just happen to chance upon the plaster casting equipment.
We decided we were going to plaster him from his ankles all the way up to his hips, with his legs apart like that.
And you never woke up the whole time you're touching him, and presumably right the way up to the top of his groin.
Have you ever drunk 19 pints of cider?
Yes.
All right.
Did you first take his trousers down?
We did, yeah.
Oh, the humiliation.
Did you take his
Indignity.
underpants off as well?
No, we left the undies on.
And you said we. Who were the accomplices here?
I had mates that were involved.
Right,
Name
okay.
them.
Matthew, Mark.
Luke and John.
Is that the gospel now, or are you making this up?
And of course...
Gospel.
And of course...
Andy, did you miss that? I said, is that the gospel?
Yeah, no, yeah. Though I didn't miss it. Right.
And when he woke up, what was his reaction?
He thought he'd had a stroke.
Because he couldn't
Move his legs.
That's very bad self-diagnosis.
David, what are you thinking?
Andy?
I think the medical student thing, knowing how their minds work, I think it might be true.
And you're edging towards...
I did think it was a lie, and now I think it might be true.
OK, we'll say it's true.
So it's true. All right. Dr. Christian, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is true.
Xander, you're next.
Last year, I was amused to discover that in one weekend, I'd had a curry with Andy Murray, been bowling with J.K. Rowling, and attended an odd party with Todd Carty.
David, what do you think?
What a weekend that was. What was odd about the party?
Where do I begin? The first indication that it was an odd party, there were chicken wings that were brought around, for example, that everybody dived on. And it was only when we'd eaten up most of the plate when someone went, This is still quite red, and we all noticed that actually nothing had really been cooked at all. So we were all dicing with salmonella. There was a husband and wife there who had the most enormous row. It was a very odd.
So a row and disappointing food.
Yes, disappointing.
This is a normal party.
I'm fascinated with the bowling with rolling. Was it the sort of bowling which ladies of a certain age in white do in parks?
No.
Or was it 10 pin, 3 fingers in the old...
10 pin, 3 fingers, yes.
10 pin and 3 fingers. Did you have to change from your normal shoes
You bet.
into the red, white and blue sort of comedy bowling shoes?
No, we had purple shoes. This was the livery of this rather chic
It was posh.
bowling place.
It was a posh. Where was the chic bowling place?
The chic bowling place is in London's Bayswater.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Are the shoes purple?
That's where J.K. Rowling goes.
Yeah, the rolling alley.
What's What? Let's cut back to Murray and Curry.
We were in this rather large curry house in Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes? Why were you in Milton Keynes in a large curry house
with Andy Murray?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was a charity event. After which we repaired to a sort of mini Taj Mahal building in Milton Keynes. At another table, though, 3 people who'd been sitting there for quite a long time we hadn't noticed, eventually we spotted were Andy Murray, Mrs. Murray, and someone who I can only imagine was his agent. And we, after a little while, obviously felt we'd better go and tell him he was Andy Murray.
You went and talked to him?
Well, only to tell him he was Andy Murray.
So what are you going to say, David? Is this true?
Duck, you see. What do you think, Chris?
Well, he's just got a little shifty little face, hasn't he?
So you think basically it's a lie?
I think basically it's a lie.
You know, Xander's a man about town. He's quite hello. You know, I can imagine him in the I can imagine him in the purple bowling shoes and the the Andy Murray. I can imagine that. At a party with uncooked chicken wings and Todd Carty, I don't know.
I think it's probably a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Xander, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Well, it is, in fact, a lie.
No! It's David.
Once a week, I love to eat a full English breakfast, but can only do so if I'm entirely stripped to the waist.
Lee's team, what do you think?
Once a week, you say?
Yeah.
Any particular day of the week?
At the weekend, usually a Saturday or a Sunday.
Do you know what the weekend is, David?
Do you cook it? Do you cook it in that state of undress, or do you get undressed once it's cooked?
I get undressed once it's cooked. There's a limit to the amount of undressing. I take my top off.
Boxers or
no? It's.
I think it's waist up. I think.
That's the yes.
Waist up.
It would be odd if he had a breakfast from the waist down. He's stripped naked. That would be odd if you went round to his house and said, "Thank you, David, for the sausage and beans. We're not done yet."
Yeah. No, that's
get them off.
I'm not even going to ask why.
I'm about to ask.
Oh, good.
What on God's earth function does taking your top off play in this breakfast?
In many ways, I've lost a lot of self-respect.
You have.
And sometimes I like to wallow in that.
In that case, we think it's true.
I do find there's a certain amount of splatter involved in the eating of a full
Is this
English.
getting sexual?
Not from my body.
Is this on your own, or would someone join you?
More usually on my own, but I wouldn't.
Would you like someone to join you?
I don't think so. Really.
I'm not offering.
Can I ask you a question, Gabby? Do you like a fried breakfast?
David, is this... Sorry. Is this for practical reasons? Is it, as you say, just to stop the splashing, or is it a lovely sense of liberation?
I think it's partly practical, partly, yes, of course, you feel closer to nature.
So what are you thinking, Lee? What are you going to say? Is he telling the truth here?
Christy, what do you think? Do you eat with your clothes on?
I do.
You don't strip off for any reason to do with eating?
No, not really.
Do you think he does?
Having got to know David during the course of this evening, I rather suspect he does.
Diane, do you...
No, I do not. No.
No, I was going to
sorry.
say, do you believe... I was going to say, do you believe it? I wasn't taking the opportunity to go, do you have fries? Do you want to come round my house? Will you take the top off? I wasn't going to say that.
No,
I was
of
thinking
course
it.
not.
I was absolutely thinking it. I've never said it out loud, but now you brought it up. Do you want to come round on Sunday? I've got burnt out potato waffles. Do you think David is telling the truth, or do you...
I think he's telling the truth.
I think David's a well brought up, educated chap.
Yes,
He'd never do anything
never.
quite so stupid. So it's not true. It's not true.
I'm on lie now. Yeah.
OK, we have to go with lie then.
You're going to say lie. David, truth or lie?
Please don't be true.
It is a lie.
Thank you.
Next, it's Jim.
After being knocked unconscious by a frisbee, for 3 days I could only speak in a thick Scottish accent.
David's team.
Bit harsh, that. Just because you're Scottish doesn't mean you're thick, does it?
So what was the occasion of being hit by the frisbee?
I was playing with my daughter and her friends and sort of playing frisbee, with a bunch of people, and this young lad just let it go, and it just caught me right on the side of the head.
Did you pass out first?
Well, no. Well, I don't know really. I went sort of strange and I had to sit down, but I don't think I physically.
So you sat down, feeling a bit dizzy. You sat down, and at some point someone asked how you're feeling, and you found yourself answering.
I think I said, "I'll tack the high road, and you tack the low road," and that was.
Was it just the voice, or for the next 3 days did you not eat lettuce and loathe the English as well?
No.
Some of us do eat lettuce.
Yeah. In fact, I went up to the accident and emergency, and somebody there, when they met me, and was convinced by my wife who took me there that I wasn't Scottish, tried to calm me down and said, "It will go away."
Your wife needs to be there to persuade, just to say, "Sorry, he's not really Scottish," because they get a lot of people who aren't just Scottish but want to be cured.
Frisbees are dangerous things. I took my son out, my older son, when he was about 5 or 6, to a field area, and I said, stand there, we are going to enjoy the frisbee. So he stood over there.
I wish you were my dad.
And what I hadn't told him was that he was meant to catch the frisbee. So he stood there full of the trust of a trusting son like that. And I did a great throw. You know when you straighten the arm, so it goes, and it went, shh. And he looked at it with a lovely, innocent face, and it went, bang! And blood went, and the shock on his face that his father had done this to him. He said, "What the hell have you done, you idiot?" So what are you thinking, David?
Well,
totally true.
This is my concern. Jim has very reasonably been reticent about doing a Scottish accent in this bit of the game. Yeah. I suspect, and maybe I'm wrong, and Jim can prove me wrong, or otherwise, but I don't think that he necessarily does a very convincing Scottish accent.
Jim Carter can't do a Scottish accent?
Well, because lots of people can't do various accents. Lots of very good actors can't do certain accents. And I think it would be unlikely that the accent you'd get, if concussed, would be one that you couldn't previously do.
Disagree with that entirely.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, get your own team.
Just give us a little taste of this voice, if you can use the great use your tool, your great actor's tool,
yes,
to give us a little bit of this voice.
I don't feel very well. I think I'm a bit woozy.
That's lovely, isn't it? It's Radio 4, it's Saturday afternoon, it's a play. All right, so David, truth or lie, what are you going to say?
What do you think?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
I'll take the hit.
I think it might be true.
OK, I think we're going to say it's true then.
Jim Carter, were you telling the truth or were you lying?
I was telling a lie.
Next, it's Lee.
I got stuck for half an hour in a men's toilet because I couldn't find the door.
So where was this men's toilet?
Next to the ladies.
Were you on your own?
Yes.
Where was
Apart from somebody singing some Wham song, I don't know who he was.
And where was this lady's toilet that it was next to?
It was in the place I worked at, which was bingo hall.
And so presumably you managed to find the door on the way in?
No.
Without being facetious.
Right, I didn't do that.
You found the door. You found the door on the way in.
I did find the door on the way in.
You took a number 1, number 2.
No, I walked. I didn't get a bus.
You've popped into the toilet.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter what you'd gone to do.
Well, I think what does matter is whether or not he'd gone into a cubicle or was just approaching a urinal.
Yes, that's a good question.
And how long it took you. Given you just walked through the door that then you couldn't find.
Walked in the door, I went to the urinal.
Yeah.
The door closed, and then I'm now stuck in that toilet for half an hour.
Why was it that you couldn't find the door once it had closed?
Because I went in, and it was late at night, and the building had started to shut down, and so I went in, and just as I got to the urinal, the last bit of the door closes, and it's now as pitch black as you can possibly imagine. The other bit of the story I'm not mentioning is that I was absolutely hammered, and so I started getting a bit confused. I went back to what I thought was the middle of the room. I'm drunk, but now I've lost all bearings. And so I felt
I really wish this was on infrared somewhere.
There was a guy with a video camera, the Wham guy. Eventually, a door opened because someone came looking for me, and as the door opened, I realised I'd lost my bearings so much that every time I'd gone round, I'd missed the door.
I think that this is true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it's where he worked, and I think there's going to be some light bleeding around the door, isn't it?
You don't think it's true?
No, but if you both do.
It's definitely unlikely, but all the things are unlikely.
You think it's unlikely?
Unlikely. I don't know. I just think it's true, and I think it's well told if it isn't.
All right, so it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee, truth or lie?
It is in fact true.
Claire Balding.
To win a bet, I presented a 3-minute piece to camera live from Royal Ascot in a full-length evening gown with Willie Carson concealed beneath my skirts.
For people that aren't sure, here's a picture. There we are.
Whose idea was the bet?
The director. We've come off air. I put on the long ball gown. Willie waits. He stands on a box when he's presenting with me normally, obviously to fit under my skirts. He didn't. In fact, he knelt, and he was quiet as a mouse. He was very good. No one said it yet. I wanted to say it.
What? Sorry, what did she say?
I wanted to say there was a Willie under her skirt.
Now it's out there.
I'd like to request someone more mature on my team.
I mean, I know Willie Carson is not a burly man.
No, he's...
But I would still think that must be quite a substantial dress.
It was a very, as you sometimes get in costume dramas, it didn't have the hoops, but it had a very full skirt.
But how did he get in though? Were you stood there? Did you go?
Stood.
Come on, Willie.
He crawled along on the ground and then knelt under there. And it's a 3-minute piece, so the first 2 minutes was absolutely fine, and on I went and rattled on about normal racing stuff. And then he started to giggle, and that's what gave it away. But because we got 2 of the 3 minutes, the bet was won.
Recreate the piece to camera.
OK, so I stand there and I say hello and welcome to Royal Ascot. We've had a stunning first day here with a win for Frankie Dettori. We saw his flying dismount, and then there's first squeak then from Willie. He goes, because he's got a very high laugh, and I smacked him, and so just...
Is this why Channel 4 have got the horse race?
Right, David, what do you think?
What do you think, Dale?
Do you know, I'm really beginning to believe that she'd have done it for a prank.
I think it was an excellent acting performance, but I believe it to be a lie.
Oh, you see, now I have to make a decision. I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
That's
okay.
Right. Yeah.
Claire, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling it was a lie.
It's me. I recently had to be rescued by supermarket staff after I fell into the chest freezer trying to reach the last packet of Yorkshire puddings.
So you've fallen in.
Yes.
Talk us through the next bit.
But imagine, right? Imagine that this imagine this is the freezer, okay?
Yeah.
So I am here, and I'm looking around. There's nobody. So I just.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going like that, and I'm going like that, and I'm going, and I'm in, and I'm like that, and I hit my hand on the kind of sharp inner edge.
Right.
And I went, and first of all I went, and people.
So you just stay lying down?
Well, I was shocked, Lee. And as I looked, my little head peeped up over the top, and some people, some Welsh people, because it was Cardiff, came over and said, "Are you all right?" So, and they kind of, I could have got out, but they sort of helped me up, and I think they were worried I was going to make a claim.
Were you tempted to stay in there until someone came to get something?
So what do you think?
The bit of the story I don't think is true is the bit when he started talking. Up until the point when he just stopped talking now. It's the fact that he sort of went, "Ooh, look at my hand, I can't get up, I'm Rob Brydon."
Well, that's not strictly what I said. I said I looked at my hand with shock, and then somebody ran over straight away.
Yeah. I don't think it would take that long for attention to be... There would have been a sort of kind of noise, and people would have looked around and noticed that the small man who'd previously been there had somehow disappeared. And naturally have wondered where he may have gone to.
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Because it's quite a humiliating story, and I don't see why you'd tell it unless it was true.
The format of the show. I don't see why you'd tell it if it wasn't true. Andy, I really think you've been missing something this evening. So, David, what are you saying, given what Poirot has said?
I think we think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
You think it's a lie? Well, I can tell you it is a lie. Well, that's all we've got time for on this special edition of Would I Lie to You. Thank you for watching. Good night. Welcome to a very special edition of previously unseen clips from this series of Would I Lie to You. On David Mitchell's team tonight, Mackenzie Crook, Frank Skinner, Catherine Parkinson, Dara O'Brien, Lorraine Kelly, Bill Oddie, David O'Doherty, Rebecca Front and Jack Whitehall. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, Miranda Hart, Rod Gilbert, Nick Hewer, Sarah Milliken, Louis Spence, Bill Turnbull, Victoria Cohen, Barry Cryer and Sue Perkins. And so to Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them to make things harder. They've never seen the card before and they've got no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Mackenzie, you're up first.
When I won the Pirates of the Caribbean Sandcastle competition, Keith Richards was so angry he stamped on my drawbridge and threw Johnny Depp's bucket in the sea.
This is delicious. Lee, what do you think?
The competition was what, at the end of the filming of the whole thing, or?
It wasn't at the end. It was during one of the films. I think it was the second one. We were.
Right. Yeah. Why was Keith Richards there?
Keith Richards played.
Why was Keith Richards there?
Oh, was he in it?
Did you go to the cinema?
I don't really watch TV or go to cinemas. I'm struggling to recognise anyone round here, to be honest.
Imagine how we feel. I thought the Chuckle Brothers had split up. Do you have any connection with popular culture?
None whatsoever. Big fan of yours, though.
Oh, don't applaud it.
So your sandcastle, why was your sandcastle so good?
I'm just particularly good at making sand castles, sand sculptures. It's one of my... Some people say it's a superpower. But
Well, it isn't really, is it?
No, it's not really.
A burning building! There's a child trap! Don't worry, I'll make a dolphin.
Keith Richards made a sandcastle.
I think he'd attempted one. He wasn't in the best of health.
If Keith Richards hadn't had a proper go at the sandcastle because he didn't really care, why was he so angry that you'd won?
I think because I'd trumped Johnny Depp and they're very good friends and...
No, he threw Johnny Depp's bucket in the sea.
He was just furious.
He didn't know whose bucket it was. He went so mental he threw somebody's bucket without knowing whose it was.
Can you describe Keith Richards' sandcastle?
It was basically a mound.
Did he try to snort it?
And what beach was this?
This was on a beach in St Vincent in the Grenadines.
Was it a completely empty beach? There was nobody playing on it?
We were on...
Sandcastle Beach?
We were on...
Sorry, can I just interrupt? If there's a beach with Johnny Depp and Keith Richards making sandcastles, it's not an empty beach anymore. That's going to attract tourism.
I doubt they were having to film amongst holidaymakers. I've not seen in Pirates of the Caribbean families, carrying kids into the sea. And Captain Jack Sparrow, sorry, mind you go there, kiddie. Put factor 24 on there.
How far out was the sea from where you were making the sandcastles?
50 yards.
And how? And Richards made it all the way down to the sea with Depp's bucket.
I reckon he ran 10 of those yards and lobbed the rest.
He lobbed a plastic bucket 40 yards.
I think you've heard enough. What do you reckon? Is he telling the truth?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Do you think he did it? You think it's a lie?
No.
I think he did it.
So you think he did? Do you think the story is true in the
I think the story is true in its basic form.
Right. Well, that's pretty much what we need.
That's the game, yeah.
So come on then, Lee. Truth or lie?
I'm going to go with Rob and say it's true.
You say it's true. OK, Mackenzie Crook, star of Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it the truth or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a big lie. Mackenzie didn't upset Keith Richards by winning the Pirates of the Caribbean Sandcastle competition. The cast actually used to pass time on the set by drinking lots of beer and then urinating their name into the sand. A competition that was amazingly won by Keira Knightley. Miranda, you're next. Off you go.
Last year, whilst house-sitting for friends, I had to shout for help for 2 hours when I got stuck in their children's Wendy house.
Anyway, what do you think of that?
Right, so where was the Wendy house?
In their garden.
Was there bait in the Wendy house?
There was snake and I had to have it. No, I actually thought this looks fun. I'm going to go and have a little look.
You were supposed to be looking after the children?
No, I was house-sitting.
Oh, you're house-sitting,
yes.
right?
The Wendy house specifically, or the actual house?
The actual house.
Oh, the actual house. What was it made of?
Wooden structure.
It was a shed. A wooden structure in a garden is called a shed, not a Wendy.
It was smaller than a shed. It was a little house made of wood.
So it looks very inviting. You open a little door, crawl in.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Then I shut the door and think, oh, this will be fun.
Right.
I know I'm going across a bit weird now. I go to the little door and there's one of those latchy things which doesn't work. And then, so I think, well, I'll just push it. And you see, it got stuck to the concrete on the bottom.
Right.
And I could not push it.
Well, that's quite sad.
So it was...
You're like a very posh Chilean miner.
So what? So you shouted for 2 hours?
Yeah.
What did you shout?
Help me!
I think she shouted. Recipes?
Who saved you in the end?
The neighbours.
And how did they manage to open the door?
They got a little saw and sawed around the latchy bit.
How?
It's an episode of Tom and Jerry.
How do you do that? How do you get a saw in there?
It was one of those ones.
Jigsaw.
Yeah,
Jigsaw.
right,
Jigsaw.
okay.
Jigsaw.
So it has a thing that initially penetrates
Yes.
and then cuts laterally.
There is.
Have you ever thought of advertising for B&Q? You'd be the perfect voice.
Are you looking for something that does that and penetrates laterally?
Which way are you leaning on this?
So are we leaning towards a lie?
Yeah, but I slightly wanted it to be true because I think it's a funny image of Miranda being stuck screaming in a Wendy house.
I'm not buying it, I'm afraid.
Let's say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Okay, Miranda, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Bill, you're up next.
I have drunk rum from a human skull.
David's team, what do you think?
That must have been a dark moment.
I was in Haiti, right? And I was working, and the opportunity presented itself.
I don't think we need to ask any more. How did the opportunity present itself?
I was attending a voodoo ceremony in the middle of the night.
Right.
Best time for a voodoo ceremony. Those 10 o'clock brunch ones are rubbish.
Were you covering the...
Was this work related?
Yes.
Yeah, work related, yes it was, yes.
Where was it held?
In Haiti.
Where specifically?
Where they practice voodoo.
Yeah, in a conference centre?
It was out in the countryside.
Right.
In a little shed thing.
Right.
And they passed around this skull.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole skull that was full, it was the top had come off. They poured rum in it, and then they all took a drink from it, and they asked me to drink from it as well.
How did you know that this sort of grey...
How did I know it was a skull?
Yeah.
Someone told me afterwards. I thought it was a coconut at the time.
Right.
Did it have hair on the... Did it have hair coming out of it?
What? Like a coconut. Like a coconut. He said he thought it was a coconut. There are two hard, round things that have hair on them. Human heads and coconuts. That's the point.
Not the skull. The skull doesn't have bloody hair on it.
I think it's possible I've seen hair on a pork scratching. Gets passed round, you take a sip from the weird grey saucer, it gets passed on, the voodoo ceremony ends, you head back. Who tapped you on the shoulder and went, I'll tell you what you just drank out of, mate?
Was it the bloke with his brain showing?
I was there actually to do an interview with a zombie.
Right.
You met the zombie? When you say zombie,
yes.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's a zombie.
Well, a zombie is somebody in the hinterland between life and death, you idiot. Evidently wasn't that.
Don't just say your hosting position is getting aggressive.
A zombie, Bill?
They said he was a zombie.
Oh, right.
They brought him in and they said, now you can do an interview with him.
But that's not
Did you mic the zombie?
So what are you thinking, David? Is Bill telling the truth or is he lying to us? What do you think?
Catherine, what do you think?
I think it's so mental and ludicrous. I don't think it's true.
Insane. I'm going to say that is not true.
In which case we're going to say we think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? Okay, Bill Turnbull. Truth or lie?
What would you say? Insane, ludicrous, and true.
Rebecca.
Right. Okay. I have vomited in Cliff Richard's hedge.
Now, can I just be very clear about this? I don't know about you, but I'm terrible with euphemisms. Was it his front hedge or his back hedge?
Please, Lee.
It was a hedge
inside a Wendy house.
The pavement. The front.
Where is this house?
I think it was Surrey.
You think how drunk were you?
No, I was very, very young at the time. This kind of explains the vomiting.
How old are you?
I think I was about 5 or 6.
How did you know it was Cliff Richard's house?
Yeah. Because I
He came out and said congratulations.
I had been taken to see this house because it was Cliff Richard's house.
Oh, you were taken as like a day out?
Yeah, because I was a big fan at the time.
Was it a revulsion or something you had eaten?
Car sickness.
Car sickness?
Yeah.
What was the plan when you were getting there?
It was a drive-by,
Just
almost.
him. What you...
A drive-by puking. Drive-by puking.
By vomit. Presumably there was a lot of other vomit in the hedge. It was sort of matted with the vomit of a mile.
Was Cliff in the house going, What? I'm doing Cliff Richard.
You never want to say the phrase, I'm doing Cliff Richard. Never say that. Especially if you're doing that with your hands.
So, what do we think, Lee?
Okay, well, shall we say truth, Nick?
I think so. It's a dismal little story.
You know what? Can I just say, you really should have your own chat show.
So, Lee, you are saying that it's true, yeah?
We'll say it's true.
You're going to say it's true. OK, Rebecca Front, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Yes! Rebecca did once vomit in Cliff Richard's hedge. Cliff, on the other hand, has never been made to feel nauseous by a bush of any kind. Sarah Milliken, you're next.
I once ruined a christening party when I was overheard calling the baby ugly on a baby monitor.
David.
So the baby monitor, presumably, is by the baby.
Yes.
So most of the party is in, let's call it room A.
Okay.
And the baby
How big is your house?
is
Room Z.
We'd never speak of room Z. The baby is in room B, very appropriately in room B.
B for baby, yes.
So you're looking over the baby.
It just, looked like a Winston Churchill, like they all do when they're born, just little and sort of fat. So I just,
What did you say?
I just said, wasn't very pretty.
What sort of monitor was it, Sarah? Was it an audio monitor? Because we recently invested in a video and audio monitor, and if there are any young parents like myself out there, then then I would recommend getting the video because you can see them as well.
No, nobody's got...
Isn't it a lovely image, Rob's wife, putting him in the cot like that?
It's just, it gives her peace of mind. She knows I'm safe.
I went on holiday with a couple, and they had a walkie-talkie on the dinner table in the evening, and they said, I said, what is that? They said, we use this as a baby monitor because they've got a much better range.
But don't the
than a
babies
baby
have to...
monitor.
Wouldn't the baby have to press it down to talk into it?
Yeah, it sort of went... over.
David, what's it going to be, truth or lie?
I would say that saying that basically what you were saying is, oh, babies all look the same to me, they look sort of baby-like, I don't find them that pretty. Yes. That's not that rude a thing to say. Saying specifically that baby is hideous, one with its third eye and everything.
That wouldn't have been shocking because everybody else would have noticed the third eye as well.
Yeah, but they might have tried to be nice about it and say, oh, what a lovely extra feature.
Frank? Well, I sort of believe it.
Yeah, it's easily done. I think we think it's true then.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
Sarah, were you telling the truth?
It is a lie.
Nick, you're next.
Possession.
Ah, right. There's a box. If you just pick that up, bring it up to the desk there. And would you read this? There's a card in there. I'd like you to read the card first and then reach back in and take out the possession.
Right, okay. This is a hat from my hat collection. I wear one whenever I throw a dinner party.
Okay, now take out the possession, the hat.
Please be a fez.
Wow, let's see.
There we are, how's that?
Terrible. Wow.
You should wear that in the boardroom. That would be terrifying.
Right, just pop it down there. So, David's team, what do you think?
What sort of hat is that, Nick?
That hat is the hat of a Kazakhstan border guard.
Can we have a look at it?
Yes.
Lee, it's a hat.
Oh, yes, it's his hat, isn't it?
I would love to see you wearing that hat, David.
I'd be very proud to wear it. It's a bit small for me.
Very fetching, though.
still the same team by this?
Yes. I happened to be dawdling my way through Kazakhstan. And on my way out of Kazakhstan, I thought it would be sad to leave that great country without a souvenir.
Did this belong to a border guard? Did you?
I'm going to let that one pass.
Is that what you said as you walked through?
Are you implying that you stole it?
I'm not really. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
Now, can you tell me something about your hat parties?
Yes.
What happens at these hat parties?
Wherever I go, I try and pick up a national hat. So I have one from Kyrgyzstan, from Mongolia, from Kazakhstan, from Russia.
So you have a whole assortment of ridiculous
I
military
keep them on
hats.
a beam on my house, and we have all the different hats up there. And when dinner parties get rowdy, we put our hats on.
Wow. I want to get to that part.
Yeah. Is everyone allowed to wear these hats, or is it just you and
No,
Mrs. Nick?
everybody's got to pick their hats, and then sometimes during dinner we change them around.
Wild.
How do you swap the hats around? Like keys in a bowl sort of thing?
No, you just... Oh, may I have a go with yours?
I think it's very much like the keys in the bowl.
David, I'd like you to take a guess now, please.
I think this is true.
You think it's true? Okay. Nick, is it true or is it a lie?
True.
And here's a picture of Nick in another of his favourite hats. Isn't that nice? Yes, it's true. That is a hat from Nick's hat collection that he wears at dinner parties. At one of Nick's dinner parties ended up in a food fight. Margaret Mountford got a face full of sugar, and when Lady Sugar found out, she started a food fight. Catherine, you're up next.
Me and my husband have a fake laugh that we do at parties to signal when it's time to leave.
Oh, fantastic.
Lee, fake laughs, what do you know about those?
Well, I know she's been doing it quite a lot tonight. To go. That's nice. Do that again.
Is that it? What about just saying, "Can we leave now, darling?" Can we leave now, darling?
So just put us through this scenario then. You're both having the same conversation at the party with somebody else.
And when one of us wants to go home, we will just laugh in a certain way.
And does your husband do the same laugh as you, or has he got his own version?
No, he's got his own version.
His
His voice is deeper than mine.
Same thing, but deeper?
Yes.
Like, for instance?
Do his laugh.
Sort of, it's sort of...
Give me your laugh again, because I didn't quite hear it.
Okay.
This is Catherine's laugh.
Yeah.
Now the husband's laugh?
Well, I'm not so good at doing that, which, you know...
Do the husband's laugh.
I feel like you're mocking me.
No, I'm threatening you. And your laugh again? His laugh? Okay.
What was your laugh like again? And his laugh? When's the last time you did it?
Yes.
I think we did it about 2 weeks ago at...
Who are you talking to?
This...
I'll say on television.
Is it a television person? Is it someone famous?
No,
Well,
but...
still, but it's just... No, it's not someone famous, it's someone who loves being insulted on television.
So, Lee, let's go for a guess.
Should we say it's true? Is that what we're saying?
I think that, but I'm going with you.
You're trusting me, aren't you?
I'll trust you.
Trust.
I don't know why, but I will.
Go on, true?
You're saying true. Okay. Catherine, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Oh! Yes, it's a lie. Catherine and her husband don't have a fake laugh that they do at parties to signal when it's time to leave. When they're bored stiff at a party, they say, "Thanks for having us, Rob, but we'd better make a move." Bill.
It's a possession.
There's a little box under your desk. If you'd bring that up, please. Take the possession out for us, and then read the card for us, please.
This is my conversation book. In it, I've written a list of topics that I refer to should I ever run out of things to talk about.
How do you, without seeming weird, consult the book in the middle of this foundering conversation? Like that.
Like that? You hardly noticed. Have you thought about draft-proofing your house recently?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Is that one of your subjects? To sort of enliven the conversation?
Is that genuinely in the book?
No, to be honest,
let me see.
To be honest, well, this bit could be good.
Well, read the book.
This is a very special book to me.
We promise we'll take good care of the book. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Home insulation tips is indeed the first thing. Interest rates. Very low, of
They
course.
may be going up.
Yeah, they may be going up, but not on this programme. Are the Cotswolds overrated? Are the Cotswolds overrated?
See? It's interesting.
It is interesting. Rugby? 3 question marks after rugby.
Do you not know much about rugby? Is that why you were a bit worried about
I'm just not sure. Sometimes it doesn't really work as a topic.
So-
and I'm not sure how,
Not with
how well it
women.
would go with you, Catherine.
Well,
talking
quite a
about
few of those won't go very well with me, if I'm honest with you.
rugby. Seriously, when was the last time you thought about draft-proofing it? Where do you stand?
What do you call it? Is there a name like the governor? I'll just ask the governor, something like that.
Oh, yeah. You call it the Euston-off. I'll just consult Euston-off. Rugby?
Let's write some unexpected ones in it. Boobs!
So, Archbishop, what do you think about boobs? Oh, my God! I said boobs!
Right, David, come on.
Well, I don't think it's true.
I think it is true. I mean, look, you went to all the effort of doing it.
Well, someone did. But you think it's true and you think it's a lie. Is that right?
Yeah.
Decide.
I think it's a lie. My instinct is it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill, truth or lie?
I'm immensely relieved to tell you that it is, in fact, a lie.
It's a lie. It's not Bill's conversation book that he refers to if he ever runs out of things to talk about. In fact, if Bill ever finds himself short of things to say, he just throws to Carol Kirkwood for a roundup of the weather. It's me. For 1 week, I appeared in a Dear Deirdre photo casebook in the Sun newspaper. Both teams are able to probe me. Although I'd be happiest if it was Lorraine.
Can I just clarify the Dear Deirdre is the sex thing where you have sex
You're in
problems
bed
and you know the photographs with the balloon coming out your mouth. And what are you doing? What's your relationship problem?
I was the husband.
What was the problem?
The wife was attracted to my friend.
And what face did you do?
I only realised at the very end,
Oh,
so
go on,
most of the time I was being happy or vacant.
How did you find out in the story about the that she fancied the...
I walked in on them. So I
did you walk in?
So I actually shocked.
Did
Sorry,
they-
I did vacant, happy, shocked, and sad.
So I do happy.
Do vacant.
Do sad.
Sad.
Oh. That's nasty. That looks pained.
Well, how would you feel? My best friend was in bed with my wife.
No, but I'd say something. No, it doesn't look like you're upset. It looks like you're trying to pass something uncomfortable.
Let's imagine for a moment that Lorraine was my wife. She is having a relationship with the better-looking half of Mitchell and Webb, okay?
Right.
But he's not here, so we're here, David. Right? So the two of them, so get yourself in a position that might, you know...
Oh, we're having an affair, is
Yes.
that the thing?
So we have to get closer.
I don't know how
do
you do
it,
that.
do it. Sit on you.
Oh, all right.
I don't want to touch you.
Okay.
In this scenario, am I waiting my turn?
So I'm coming home. I'm about to give you shock. Truth or lie, Lee?
We can say lie, are we, Sue?
I think so.
Lie.
I think
Okay.
so.
I don't think I can argue
Lie.
with that. So
Okay, David.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? OK, we'll say it's a lie.
Say it's a lie. Aha. It is in fact a lie. Well, that's all for now. Good night.
Hot off the press, Ian and Paul are here with Have I Got News for You in a moment on BBC One. Or on BBC Three you can catch up with the laziest couple in the world, Steve and Becky, him and her.
Tonight, on Would I Lie to You, the unseen bits, Ruth Jones, Ronnie Corbett, Keely Hawes, John Bishop, Richard E. Grant, Jason Manford, Joanna Page, Stephen Mangan, Fran Britton, Patrick Keelty, Bernard Cribbins, and their team captain, David Mitchell. And facing them tonight, Jack D, Patsy Palmer, Martin Clunes, Julian Clary, Professor Brian Cox, Chris Addison, Sanjeev Bhaskar, Kevin Bridges, Deborah Meaden, Peter Serafinowicz, Holly Walsh, and their team captain, Lee Mack, and your host, Rob Brydon.
Brian, you're first. Please reveal all.
I once caused the Hadron Collider to be shut down after I spilt yoghurt in it.
Do you know what? I believe it already. David Steve.
Paint the picture of a day working at the Collider.
Not literally, we'll be here all night.
What's the sort of access point of the Collider like? I'm imagining it's like a room with computers in. I don't imagine people are sort of wandering around the actual tube bit, finding a little corner to have lunch.
During construction, then, of course, you had to go in. And I was responsible for a bit that's about 420 metres from the point at which we create the Big Bangs. And so I was in there, and you test bits when it's all done. And I was in there in the morning, having my yoghurt. You're not supposed to.
He does have to chat to the ladies, doesn't he? That's what you're drinking.
Someone went past me on a bike, because you have to ride bikes or anything, and nudged my arm, and I spilt the yoghurt onto an electrical connection.
And this was during construction?
Yes. Well, during the testing of my piece.
So it didn't all have to be shut down, just a...
No, just an octant. We can shut it down in eighths.
Right.
I think he knew what an octant was.
Yeah.
It's for you. It's for you.
Can I ask you a technical question?
Yeah.
What flavour was the yoghurt?
It was one of those Swiss, like rather flavourless Swiss yoghurts.
So there are people in there on bikes.
Yeah, because it's 27 kilometres in
So they go around on bikes inside.
Sounds like Centre Parks.
And you're sitting... Which part of it did you drop the yoghurt into or onto?
There are pieces called... I'm going to go into chat-up mode again now. called superconducting cables. If you cool them down to about 1.9 Kelvin, so 1.9 degrees of absolute zero, then they become superconducting, have no electrical resistance, and carry currents up to 13,000 amps in wires of a very small cross-section.
And so in layman's terms, is it a wire?
Yeah.
Did you get yoghurt on a wire?
It's niobium tungsten alloy.
Sorry?
It's a niobium tungsten alloy.
I'm not saying it's not a brilliant wire.
As David well knows, because they're superconducting, they can
I
carry...
might well know as well.
They can carry very high
flirting with each other. I'm there as well. Don't leave, bitch!
But you know, I did history. You know, I know that Hitler's dead, and that's it.
And, Professor, how long was it closed down for?
About 3 months.
3 months? As a result of what you did?
We had to replace that piece of the machine.
Oh, my God.
That was
quite expensive.
How much do they reckon that cost?
That's why I'm on telly now trying to work off the debt. Why do you think I'm doing this?
I don't know.
I'm in Geneva if I had any respect left at all.
They said, get out there!
Get
out there! Haul yourself around! It's just come from hole in the wall.
Did you own up straight away, or did you say, he hit me, nudge me? On the bike.
I had sticky up hair and a completely sooty face. I couldn't deny it.
You went to the fancy
Did you then take your goggles off?
Did you take them off and did you go, Marty, we're going to get to the DeLorean quick! So, David, let's take a guess. What do you think?
3 months, that's a big... I just wonder whether he'd be ready to bring it up on a comedy show.
So with that in mind, what are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Well, I'm just in awe of the sciencey stuff. And if he says he dropped yogurt on a wire, then he dropped yogurt on a wire.
Is it a lie?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. You think it's true?
I think it's true. What can I say?
Well, let's be democratic and say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, Professor Brian Cox, is it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Well done. It was a lie. Right, Martin Clunes, you're up next.
Right. Sometimes I change the order in which I put my shoes and socks on to spice up my daily routine.
David's team.
Are we to take it that sometimes you put your shoes on first?
Of course not. What a silly question. No, of course I don't.
So what's the normal then?
Which is normal. I like to mix it up, keep it fresh. To stop this thing becoming a drudgery because I have to do it every day. When I'm working, several times a day.
So,
why several times a day?
Well, a leading actor, I have to change my costume all day long. It drives me mad.
So when you're doing Doc Martin, you don't just stay in the one outfit all day?
I have at least 8 suits.
Martin, you don't need to change your socks every time, do you?
Oh, you're familiar with my feet, are you?
I certainly am not.
So we're saying then, Martin, that you do that something just to spice things up?
Listen, well, look, you can either... You're presented with 2 pairs of feet, 2 shoes, 2 socks.
2 pairs of feet?
2 pairs of feet. Is that not the norm? 2 feet, 2 socks, 2 shoes.
Yeah.
They've all got to marry up at some point. So sometimes I'll put both socks on, then both shoes on. Or sometimes I'll put a sock on and then that shoe, and then that sock, and then that shoe, just to stop myself going stale.
Well, do you know what I do sometimes? And then this is true. I sometimes put my socks on before I put my pants on. And I find that vaguely erotic. Because you're there, Fern, picture it. You're there with your long socks, in my case, with your socks on and nothing else on, just socks.
I'll tell you what I do. I sometimes nakedly put my tackle between my legs and pretend I'm a woman.
You should never put your socks on as a man without any trousers.
Really? Why?
Just don't. Look at yourself.
Have you ever done it?
I have once an early girlfriend, by which I don't mean she was a sort of cave person. She was one of the girlfriends I had earlier in my life. She said, never do that, and it stuck with me.
Really?
So this whole getting dressed is quite awkward then. So what's
Not awkward.
No, I just want to hear
varied
from the beginning. No, because you've got to get your pants and your trousers on before the whole sock shoe...
They've all got to go on at some point, haven't they?
What are you saying, David? Truth or lie? Fern,
Oh, I'm going to say it's a lie.
Lie from Fern. David?
Well, I
think it's true.
Oh, you think it's true? Yeah, I thought it might be true. I'm going to say I think it's true.
OK. Martin Clunes, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's absolutely true.
Our next round is called The Ring of Truth, in which I read out an amazing celebrity fact, and all our teams have to do is decide whether it's true or not. So both teams take a look at this.
She's not really spiteful, but she's a bit afraid now.
You see, I'm drinking all right now.
Brandy, now stop it. Brandy, now stop it. Stop it.
Isn't she?
You've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Brandy.
Down here. That's it.
You're a little Laura.
Has one of your researchers not got an update on Brandy to see how he is now?
Well, it was 15 years ago, I think we know.
We can live 25 years, cats.
You haven't seen him for 15 years, Julian, but he's here tonight. actually like cats, Ron.
Oh,
That's-
yes, you like cats, but you're mime smashing them.
Smashing a dangerous cat that posed a threat to our lovely audience. And one of Britain's
You
most
just like-
beloved comedians.
Stamp it again.
Here's the related fact, okay, related to cats for both teams. Noel Edmonds employs a pet chef once a week to cook a 3-course dinner for his cat. Is that true, both teams?
When they say a pet chef, that's presumably a
Chef for pets.
chef for pets, not,
Not a
like,
Jack Russell or a working Cocker Spaniel in a hat.
What are the courses in a cat 3-course dinner?
Yeah, what's the menu?
I shall tell you.
Yeah.
I shall tell you.
Veal or no veal? I am actually ashamed of myself. I feel quite sick.
If it gets run over, it's wheel or no wheel.
If the cat was a fishing enthusiast.
Shut up!
The cat is called Marmalade and is 3 years old. Marmalade's favourite meal is smoked salmon roll-ups, followed by...
What do you mean roll-ups?
So these are
I'll
roll-ups.
tell you what, I was tripping off my face the other night, I'll tell you. At one point, I thought I was living with Noel Edmonds, honestly. I was off my tits.
Smoked salmon, followed by carpaccio of tuna with salted butter ice cream for afters. Sounds better in your... I was doing Ronnie.
Yeah. I thought you were.
On Marmalade's last birthday, the pet chef made a birthday cake in the shape of a Deal or No Deal box. Oh, nice.
Oh, come on. Well, you're saying the shape of a deal or no? I mean, you mean a rectangular cake?
I think even I could stretch to that. Yes.
Well, here's my problem with it.
Yes.
Why only once a week?
I'll tell you, he hires the pet chef one night over the weekend so his cat can enjoy a treat.
As a treat for my chickens. Maureen's been broody for weeks, and I haven't got a cockerel at the moment, for reasons I won't go into. Anyway, the other day, my neighbour found on the lawn an abandoned duck egg. So we've slipped the duck egg under Maureen, and in a few weeks' time, she'll hatch out a duck. Please don't touch me.
Sorry.
She'll be very upset,
Why?
When the duck hatches?
Well, she'll just think it's a chicken.
She'll know it's not a chicken. The shape of the mouth and everything.
She'll be furious when she sees the bill.
Yeah. Very good.
So let's take a guess then. I mean, which way are you heading here, Lee?
I think it's true.
You think it's true, Lee?
Yeah, I think it's true.
OK, we'll go for true.
Going with true. OK, David's team.
I don't think it's true.
No, have you met Noel Edmonds?
Yes, I met you, yes.
Has Ronnie Corbett met Noel Edmonds? Do bears...
Meet Noel Edmonds?
He's met everybody. Do you mean there's nobody he hasn't met? He's Ronnie Corbett. He probably met Elvis.
I thought it likely that Ronnie had met Noel Edmonds. It's not, you know,
I was on the house party a lot, wasn't I? Played the butler.
Yes, he played the butler on the house party. I mean, you insult the man. You insult him. Why don't you ask him, were you ever in a famous double act with another man with a similar name? Unbelievable. And he loves you for it. Typical.
And yet, when I touch him, nothing.
Severity.
Right, what do you think?
I think it's a lie. Yeah.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
So, you think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
We think it's a lie.
You're saying you think it's a lie, right? You're saying you think it's true. Someone's going to be right. It is actually a lie. Yes, Noel Edmonds does not employ a pet chef once a week to cook a 3-course dinner for his cat. That's the kind of thing a lunatic would do. But as it turns out, he doesn't. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but also against the clock. And we're starting with... John Bishop.
Okay. I was asked to leave the cinema for crying
too loud.
Lee's team, do you believe that?
What was the film?
Rocky.
Rocky?
It was Rocky, the first one.
Rocky. Which bit did you cry at?
I cried at the bit at the end.
Which bit is that?
When he looked like he was getting beaten, then he shouted Aiden, then it was all his dreams were encapsulated in that one moment. And, you know,
And you cried?
I've been through a lot, and so, yeah.
How old were you?
I would have been in my early 20s, and I had to...
Whoa, slow that down. You were in your early 20s in 1977.
Was it 77? No, what do we think?
Actually, I tell him, I think it was about 75, wasn't it, Rocky?
No.
That makes you 55.
I would have been a teenager. It was definitely a teenager. The reason...
Oh, you're minusing some years off now, John?
No, the reason it was emotional for me is because I had it wasn't a friend of mine, it was a friend of my brother's who was a boxer who had had a terrible accident.
You think this... Do you honestly believe that you could come on this show? You should have been the age of 6, but actually you said you were 20-odd. And in the planet, you have the audacity to pretend you know about some inflated boxer to try and wing us round and go, oh, this is terrible news. Of course we believe you, John. What happened to him?
It's a lie.
It's a blatant lie, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're saying it's a lie.
The biggest lie we've ever had on this show.
John Bishop, is it true or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
It's not true, what John's been telling us, but I remember as a teenager being advised not to watch Bambi without a box of tissues handy. Imagine my disappointment. Because I didn't cry. Next. Oh, me, right?
Oh.
I used to put on a different voice on the telephone and pretend to be my own agent.
Oh, let's have it then.
The voice?
Imagine I've just rung up. Hello, I'm the people that want to book Rob Brydon. Yes. How much would he cost?
His name, I used to call him Richard Knight. And Richard used to talk like this, and he'd say, listen, love to help you out, but at that price, we're really not going to make much movement. And I once did a charity gig, and...
It's a lie, he's never done charity gigs.
got money for it, because Richard said, listen, Rob's an angel, and if he knew I was doing this, he'd never forgive me, but I've got to get a bit of money, otherwise I wouldn't be doing my job.
Did you have a real agent at the time?
No.
So, how many phone numbers? Do you have a separate phone number for your fake agent? Or was it just your normal phone?
I used to work at the BBC in Cardiff. I was on the radio, I used to be a DJ, and if they got through to the office, I would then phone back under the guise.
When it came to important meetings, did you have to, like, take a disguise and sit there and go, oh, Rob's in the toilet at the moment, but when he gets back, I'm sure it was just me, I'll go and get him now. I believe my agent said I could do it. I do all the voices. Ask me what it would be like if I was talking to Ronnie Corbett. Or Tom Jones, I can do it. If you don't believe me, ask my agent, I'll go and get them.
I assume you've got an agent now, so why did you decide to...
Well, I didn't have one. Yeah, I have one now, but I didn't have one then.
What convinced you needed one? Was it working?
Because it's very difficult to do your own negotiations and not come across as an horrible person when you're asking for money. But it was Richard Knight saying, listen, I'm just doing this, Rob doesn't want money, but I got to get money for the guy.
But they didn't know it was you.
That's my whole point, you idiot. That's what I'm saying.
Did you have anybody else on your books?
What's the sort of work that...
Hosting things. This was back in about the late 80s when I was a local radio disc jockey.
So did the agent take a cut?
Did the agent phone you to let you know they got the job?
No, I was the agent!
Did you ever fall out with your agent?
No, it was me!
When you decided that this charade had to finish, did you take yourself out to dinner and tell yourself you were letting yourself go?
Did you sign a contract?
Are you still in touch?
Right, it's time to guess. First of all, Lee and those bastards. What are you going to go for?
I would say true.
You think it's true?
You saying it's true?
Yes, in the words of Rob Brydon, I think that's true.
Right, so it's true. David and these arses. What do you say?
That is so true.
I think it's
true.
Yeah.
I think
Keely
it's
thinks
true.
it's true. David,
No,
well,
no.
let me buck the trend by telling you it's true. Next, it's Jack.
Right. Possession.
Okay, reach under the desk and take out the box underneath the desk there. So if you just pop the possession...
This is the fez that I put on to propose to my wife.
Let's see the fez then, please, Jack, if you could just take that out. So there's the fez.
There's the fez.
OK, David.
OK, why?
We were on holiday.
Yeah, I think you should put it on, Jack, so we can all get an idea of the romance of the moment.
You're on holiday in Cooper World. We were on holiday, and there was a hat like this in the bar, and I don't know why it had all sorts of knickknacks in the bar. And this is the look I went for to propose to her because it seemed like a fun way of breaking some very bad news.
What were you doing it for? Was it because you were trying to be different from your stage persona, or were you...
you know, there was no... When you do a thing like that, there's no rhyme or reason to it, is there? You just think it's a bit of fun, and then you didn't know that 20 years later you'd be interrogated by a group of people who don't care, you know, about you at all.
Where were you actually... What sort of situation, what location were you at when you put the hat on?
We were having drinks after dinner.
Well, just imagine for a moment, then, that I'm your now wife.
I would much rather not.
This is the game, and I'm sat there, I'm having a lovely time. I've landed on my feet with Jack. I mean, I could have gone out with all sorts of people, but I went for Jack, and he's a hell of a guy. And then out of the blue, you say this.
Would you marry me?
Well, just like that?
Yes.
Really? Simple as that?
Yes.
Did you really say just like that?
Yeah, I did, without any irony. I know, yeah. Incredible. OK, what are you going to say, David? Is he telling the truth?
I think it's a lie. I don't think he looks comfortable in a fez.
And you think it's a lie?
Yeah, who does?
What are you going to say?
I think you're right, so I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie? OK, Jack, is it the truth or is it a lie?
I'll have you know, it was a lie.
Next, it's Lee.
Every year, I mark the anniversary of the death of my goldfish by pouring a shot of brandy into my pond.
Did this tradition predate the death of your goldfish?
No.
No.
That was not the cause of the death.
Were there other fish that survived?
Yeah. I've got a pond in the garden.
Yes.
The pond has nothing to do with the death of the goldfish.
But how many fish were in the pond? Just one?
I'm not going to say this again, Bernard.
Was the goldfish in the pond when it died?
No.
Sorry, that goldfish was not a pond goldfish, it was a bowl goldfish, was it? Or a tank goldfish?
It was a tree goldfish, actually.
Where did he live?
The goldfish lived in a bowl. The goldfish bowl.
If the goldfish lived in a bowl...
Correct!
Why do you commemorate its death by pouring brandy into an alternative goldfish habitat?
Because when the goldfish died, the bowl went.
Do any fish live in the pond?
Are there currently any fish in the pond? Because if you pour brandy into a pond...
They're going to die as well.
They're going to die as well. So it's a legitimate question.
There was at no point, right, did the original fish die due to brandy being poured into...
But now...
There's fish in the pond,
right?
But the amount of brandy that I pour into the pond is like the weakest cordial you could ever drink.
Fish, Lee? Fish are drinking all the time.
Yes.
Not brandy!
Not alcohol,
Yes, brandy if it's in the bloody water.
Yes, but it's then not brandy, is it? Brandy is...
Well, it's brandy and water.
No, it's not.
It's a weak brandy and water.
No, it's brandy diluted is no longer brandy.
So you're saying when you put soda in brandy, you'll make it no longer brandy?
Soda in brandy? You put soda in brandy,
Brandy and soda, yes.
What kind of 1970s porn world are you living in?
Just one last question. Why do you commemorate the death of a goldfish?
Right.
It doesn't matter the death of a goldfish.
Oh, it
Not
doesn't
many
matter to
people
you,
care.
you bitch.
No, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter to me, but I suspect it doesn't matter to you either.
Oh, and it doesn't matter to me, but it matters to the wife. The wife loved that goldfish like a husband.
And so she said, do me a favour, my beloved husband, show your respect for this fish I so loved by annually pouring a shot of brandy into the pond of these other fish who I secretly hate and wish to destroy.
So with that in mind, David, what are you going to say?
Burn it.
He's a liar.
Patrick?
It's true.
No, it's not. He's a liar.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK, Lee, is it true what you've just told us? Or is it a lie?
It's absolutely a lie.
We've done the whole show, and I didn't ask you, Peter, to do your Terry Wogan impression. I feel bad.
Now, Rob, you know I don't do a Terry Wogan. Come now, sir. Well, if I'm going to do my Terry Wogan, surely you could do your Ken Bruce. We've never done this before, have we?
Well, thanks, Terry. And it's me, Ken Bruce, now in the morning, and swinging around here, playing Beverly Craven and Woman to Woman.
Oh, Ken, nobody cares.
He's right, you know. And, you might be interested to know that later on this month, Terry and I will be at the Arndale Centre in Manchester for children in need, and you can strap on a black rhino annihilator dildo and make my eyes water for charity. If only he'd studied harder, Lee could have pursued a career as an academic. Ah, well, academia's loss is comedy's loss. You see...
Did you say academia?
Yeah, I did.
I know. I love those academia nuts. If you eat enough, you get an MA.
It's a very difficult job, this. You see, Lee didn't fit into traditional academic categories.
This joke about me being really thick isn't working out, because you've not been able to read, is it?
You say true, you say lie.
You said lie.
It is actually true. No, I've got to press the button. Sorry, I didn't press the button. I'll do it again. Can you react the same way? I forgot to press the button. You say true, you say lie.
True, actually. True. You can't press the button, I'm going to get points out of it. I can press the button. I may not be able to spot a truth from a lie, but the button I've got.
You say true.
No, we're changing it to lie.
Here we go. Right. You say true.
No.
You say lie. These people want to go home.
Yes.
So does Ronnie, yeah.
God,
Well, he thinks he's recorded a whole series tonight.
How long is the show when it goes out?
10 minutes.
Would I lie to you? Carol Vorderman, Janet Street Porter, Omid Jalili, Russell Howard, Ken Livingston, Clive Anderson, Miranda Hart, Reginald D. Hunter, Terry Christian, and their team captain, Lee Mack. And facing them tonight, Jamelia, Stephen Mangan, Claudia Winkleman, Marcus Brigster, Fern Britton, Davina McCall, Joe Brand, and their team captain, David Mitchell, and your host, Rob Brydon.
Good evening, and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that rewards the ability to deceive. Mark Twain said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. Well, Twain, I just write down my lies and keep them in a file. Then colour code them so I can see who I told the lies to. Then I have them cross-referenced with another file in case I meet someone else who might have heard the lie. And I have the files maintained by a full-time secretary in my lie library who's on call 24 hours in case I need a spreadsheet of the lies to be emailed over. And so, to round one, home truths. Carol, you're first up. Please reveal all.
On Countdown, if I worked out the number puzzle before the time was up, I used to play a little game.
That's where I've seen you before. So, David's team, what do you think?
What little game?
Well, on the numbers puzzle, you know, you used to do the press the target and the number and the target.
And then there's a
would come
time
up.
limit.
And then there'd be 30. You had 30 seconds to do something.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time, I'd get the answer before the clock started. So I had 30 seconds.
Before the clock started?
Yeah. What I used to do, I used to get my pen that I would write on the board with, and I used to go round all the props boys, and I used to make them tap the end of my pen, and how many could tap the end of my pen in 30 seconds was the game.
So, how many props guys were required in the production of Countdown?
Joe's been on Countdown a lot, so you know how we have someone like Harry or Vince or Stan who do the water pouring.
Carol.
And then
we had.
Oh yeah, had.
Tap
the pen.
Yeah.
They're probably sat there.
Was this not distracting to the poor contestants who are trying to do some maths if out of shot?
Slightly out of shot, yes.
I
Yes.
feel sorry for this new girl that's doing the numbers, because all the props guy must be going, oh, you'll have great fun on this show.
They would have said to her on the first day, are we going to play Touch the Pen? And got fired for sexual harassment. We always played Touch the Pen with Carol. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just not like that.
David, what are you and your teammates thinking?
Well, what I doubt is whether you would be allowed, when the contestants are trying to work out the math, to run around the studio getting men to touch your marker pen. So we think it's a lie, I think.
I think we do, yeah.
What a surprise. OK, Carol, is it truth or is it a lie?
It is true.
Now then. Oh. And do you know what? It actually is lots of fun. So, you seriously did this?
Do you know when I was being really cheeky, I'd take the top off and then they all got dirty fingers?
I think you just like to behave outside of society's rules, don't you? I wouldn't be surprised to find out you're an enthusiastic dogger.
The D in my name stands for delicious.
Obviously, why?
Well, it was the late 60s when I was born, 1969, and black men my age around that time being given names like Reginald and Winston and Delicious because at that time in America, the affirmative action had just started. So black women saw an opportunity for their children to get more jobs. So what they did was, we'll give him a name that will enable him to be, recognizable yet dignified to potential employers. And
Delicious is dignified.
well, I mean, you have to understand how it's a little different in the black community than it is in your white world. Like the name Delicious commands great respect in the ghetto. You probably don't listen to much rap music, do you, Fern? There's MC Delicious, Big Papa Delicious.
French Golden.
And where did Reginald come from?
Reginald is a German name. It means mighty or wise power. And delicious means very tasty.
father's name?
My father's name is Homer.
And what was his middle bit?
He didn't have a middle name.
No.
He grew up in the 30s and 40s, and it was very tough times for black people, and he couldn't afford a middle name.
And do you have brothers and sisters?
I do indeed.
And what are their names?
But there's Brenda, there's Kathy, there's Oliver, there's Scrumptious.
I don't think people would have thought that calling you delicious would help you get jobs, except as a food. Well, I think, shall we say it's a lie? I think that's what we're...
You're going to feel stupid when it's true.
So you're saying it's a lie?
Yes.
OK, Reg, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
I won a junior one-man and his dog event when I was 14.
As the shepherd or the dog?
Did you grow up in the countryside?
Nope.
So how come you got so good at, manoeuvring sheep and sheepdogs?
Oh, is that what it is? Sorry. I thought, because this was like one man and his dog, I was going to ask you, how
what
did
you
they
think
judge
it was? Tell us what you
do you think it was?
I thought it was one man and his dog, just being judged. No, I did. Sorry, I didn't know. What is it?
What is it?
Sheep herding.
Using a dog to...
Come by, all of that.
All that.
You've gone from novice to expert.
You had to take it over hurdles, through different, round a run. You had to look after it, had to be well washed and everything.
That's dog agility, mate. That's not...
No, but it's not.
I just pictured you in Crufts then. How come I haven't won? He's well washed.
No, I mean...
I can't do more than wash it, can I?
So there were no sheep involved in this interpretation of the one man and his dog contest that you were involved in?
No.
Sounds like you prosecuted a Welshman. Sorry, Rob, no disrespect.
Was it inside or outside?
Well, it was outside, funny enough.
I don't know. I've never been to one. You say it like I should know.
You've never been to one, but you come by.
Were you very keen on dog grooming?
No.
You weren't?
On the internet.
So you...
Me? Yeah, I'm a 3-year-old puppy as well.
No, I wasn't keen on dog grooming.
Well, how did you end up in this competition where you have to make a dog do weird things if you weren't keen on looking after your dog?
Because I was involved in a youth club.
Ah, right. What was the youth
Is it
club?
one of them, for not young offenders, but kind of...
I think this is a lie.
I think it's an absolute lie. He didn't train the dog. There was no sheep. I mean...
I also think this is a lie.
Well, I think we're unanimous.
Oh, you're saying that it's a lie. Terry Christian, were you telling us the truth there, or were you telling us a lie?
Well, sorry, lads. Oh, it's a lie.
Of course it was a lie. The last time someone found a sheep in Manchester's city centre, the locals thought they'd captured a cloud. Now, for David's team, take a look at this.
Right, somebody's phoned up.
Yeah.
Somebody called Dave, asking if we've got any sales jobs going.
Get him in.
OK.
Sometimes an individual can make the difference. Look at Julius Caesar. Hannibal, not Lecter, but Hannibal, the commander. He made a difference, didn't he? Defeated the Romans, and he was an individual. Well, this bloke could be the same, and we've got to get in here to listen to him, see what he's got to say. See?
OK.
You tell him it's an introductory interview. OK, we want to find out a bit about you. We want to find out what kind of personality you are, what makes you tick.
Yeah, I'll phone him now.
Hello, is that Dave? Oh, sorry, someone's given me your number, but I think it's the wrong one, mate. Well, I'm so sorry about that.
Let's see if he wants a sales job.
No, it don't sound right.
The Armstrongs there, showing the kind of decision-making that can make the difference between failure and abject failure. But here's the related fact for David's team. When interviewing office staff, Simon Cowell asks every candidate to give him 10 uses for a kettle. The idea came to him after a Harvard professor, that's the university in America, Lee, told him about the type of questions they ask applicants during the university admissions process.
And he decided to ignore those and just to ask about a kettle.
Well, this is one of the ones. Apparently this is one of the ones, because it makes you think on your feet.
Well, there's almost nothing that you can't believe he'd say in order to try and seem in some way different or interesting. He depresses the hell out of me.
Yeah. That failed audition for the X Factor still rankles, doesn't it?
Still rankles, yeah.
Apparently this is how Danny Minogue got her job, isn't it? Because she really impressed him with an unusual use. Because she uses the kettle to melt down her face and remould it every minute.
So David's team.
I think it's a lie.
Lie?
You've swayed me, it's a lie.
We'll go with lie.
David's team are saying it's a lie. I can tell you that it is actually a lie. Mick Jagger has been asked by a company if they can sell his ashes in collectible egg timers when he dies. They offered Mick Jagger, and it seems too good an opportunity to waste, Mick Jagger, they offered... It's good. It's not up there with Ronnie Corbett. I'm not going to say for a second that it is, but it was worth an airing.
But what would Ronnie Corbett sound like if he was singing a Mick Jagger song?
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Go on.
I can't get no satisfaction. In Australia... It was an Australian...
Don't try and look like you weren't pleased to be asked.
David, time to make a decision.
So we're going to go with true.
You're saying it's true. All right. Well, let me tell you this. It is true. Please welcome this week's special guest, Sadie. So, Lee, what is Sadie to you?
This is Sadie. She's my children's nanny, and the first time I met her, I ran over her foot.
OK. Omid?
This is Sadie, and I employ her to massage my dog. That's not a euphemism.
And finally, Janet.
Sadie came to my 60th birthday party, pretended to be a waitress so she could lick Daniel Craig's plate.
So, there we have it. David's team, where do you want to start?
Can I just check? Do you know Lee? Have you been to his house?
I can just about remember his name.
Well, do you know his nanny?
No.
Okay.
Because if I knew Lee's nanny, I'd either have gone, that's Lee's nanny.
Can I just point
not
out?
Lee's nanny,
She's
so
my...
no.
Yeah, hang on.
Maybe
She's my
not.
children's nanny. I'm not a complete moron. She's not my nanny.
Now, this running over the foot business.
Yeah?
That was the first time you met her.
Correct.
And the circumstances were?
I was in my car.
And she was on the driveway.
Correct.
What happened immediately after the foot running over moment?
Oh!
Can you roll that forward?
Ow! That was my foot!
You see, she's laughing quite a lot now. As if, like, I have to laugh, he's my employer.
Yeah. But this wasn't, as it were, how you met her. You didn't run over her foot and say, you look like you might be a good nanny.
It's the first time she'd arrived at the house. I'd never met her before, because my wife...
Your wife had interviewed her and...
Yeah,
and
I can finish my own sentences. I'm really good at it. my wife had interviewed, actually. You're correct, yes.
Tommy, why do you have to get your dog massaged?
First of all, it's my kid's dog. We've had the dog for about 7 years. They wanted to get a masseuse because of arthritis. It's a spaniel. We've had it for 7 years, so in dog years it's about 42, so it's quite early, and I didn't want to pay for a masseuse, but it
Couldn't somebody
killed the
else
dog.
learn to massage instead?
It's a highly skilled thing. It is. It's about £35 a session.
And how long are you going to have to do it until the dog?
We don't know. It may be indefinite.
You know you can have a dog put down for 30.
Janet, can I just check? Sadie came round to your house, she pretended that she was a waitress, she wanted to lick Daniel Craig's plate, and you didn't just chuck her out and go, you are completely weird, you're leaving.
No, I don't care.
She was not
There was a lot of people at the party, and Sadie was at the party. Daniel Craig was at the party.
Sorry, so Sadie was invited to the party?
Yes.
The waitress act was in order to gain access to the plate?
Yes.
So what she did is instead of approaching...
I didn't go through the ins and outs of it.
Why not?
Because it was my bloody birthday. I was getting trashed. I was having a good time, like anyone ill tonight would do. Just because you're 60, love, doesn't mean you can't, get off your trolley.
The question is, why do you think that Sadie, instead of using her position as a party guest to talk to Daniel Craig, which is legitimate in a party, I think you'll agree...
Go on, I'm really getting on my wits now. Do you want some? No. Have you met anyone famous in your career? Really famous? If you met Daniel Craig, could you actually speak?
No.
There you go.
She's right.
Are you going to walk over and stand there in answer to every question?
We're all a bit scared now.
Yeah. No, hey, I'm most scared because I'm closest.
All right, we need an answer. So David's team is Sadie, a nanny whose foot Lee ran over, Omid's dog masseuse, or a plate-licking pretend waitress at Janet's party.
Janet absolutely couldn't look at Sadie when she walked in, and I thought maybe that was because she really had licked it embarrassingly.
It's just an odd thing. I mean,
I'm leaning. I think it's Omid or Janet, and I'm leaning towards Janet on this one.
Right, I'm going Janet.
OK, well, let's go Janet.
You're saying Janet? OK. Sadie, would you like to reveal your true identity?
Yes, I posed as a waitress. Yes, I cleared Daniel Craig's face away, and yes, I licked it clean.
As a child, at my grandparents' house, I had a little bell that I would ring if I wanted anything.
Only at your grandparents' house?
Yes.
Not at home?
Because your parents didn't play that shit.
At home, you just sort of went...
So what years are we talking about here? How old were you?
About 6.
What were the things you wanted when you rang the bell?
More chips. A glass of orange squash. Sense of purpose in life.
Are you asking us to believe you had orange squash rather than servants pressing fresh orange juice for you?
In many ways, the level of my poshness has been exaggerated.
Welcome to my world, Sonny.
The level of your poshness has been exaggerated.
So, Lee's team, what do you think?
We'll say that's true.
You're saying it's true. David, is it true or is it a lie?
Well, it is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. As a child, David's grandparents' house did have a little bell that he would ring if he wanted anything. Ding-a-ling, could I have a posher upbringing, please?
If you give me any date before the year 2000, I can instantly tell you what day of the week it was.
Bollocks. Is this something you learn, or is this the kind of, Rain Man type thing?
No, I had to learn...
You learned how to do it?
Learned the system.
What's the system?
The system is, what you do is you actually just learn.
Trying to think of a system. And what you're clamping for is you actually just learn what day of the week every day is.
Go back to like 14 BC, right? But I can do it right the way back to the sort of 1920s, 1930s. And what you do is you learn a midway, so you learn you learn one particular point in 1955, 3 months in 1955, you learn it off by heart those 90 days. And then there's a calculation that you can do to plus or minus.
What's that calculation? Take a day, one of your expert period around Suez or whatever it was.
Well, you have to give me the exact year, otherwise it'll be two different answers.
I don't mind. Right, the 14th of May, 1955.
Well, hang on, 14th of May. Tuesday.
Tuesday, right. And so how do you extrapolate from your knowledge of that to go back to the 1920s to the 23rd of June, 1927?
It's dead simple.
Yep.
It's 7. Hang on. To the power of 2. Then you take away 10% unless it's a leap year.
And is it a leap year, 1955?
Of course not, you idiot. I was 54.
No, of course.
Okay. This one,
1926.
This one's here, that. Is 55 a leap year? Absolute crazy. Did you hear that? Listen, he's Oxford educated. What a...
9 years a leap year. 7 to the power of 2.
7 to the power of 2 is 49.
Minus 10%. 10%. It's 4.9, so you got 44.1.
Correct. I was going to say...
That's not a day of the week, that's 44.1.
It is.
44.1.
Then you round it up or round it down, which is 44. Key of the door, 21. 2 and 1 is 3. Sunday's the first day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So, David.
Lie.
You're saying it's a lie? OK, Lee, are you telling a lie?
Of course I'm telling a lie.
I have told my children that every time they lie, a puppy dies somewhere.
Now you've used this line on the children, has it actually stopped them from lying?
Well, it certainly seems to have done.
Yeah.
Because they do care about puppies.
Yes.
It's a bit of a relief, actually, that you're saying that didn't result in your children telling loads and loads of lies and getting excited by the prospect of puppy death. It's heartening on that level.
No,
I don't have sadistic children.
But it's also bad advice, because what if a dog goes to attack them and they tell a lie and the dog still gets them?
Actually, it's the nearest. The nearest dog will die.
So you just... Statistically, you'd hope by osmosis the lie will kill...
Essentially, tell the lie, dog death spreads out from you till it finds a dog, the dog dies, and then the wave of dog death stops.
Can I just ask Joe, why a puppy and not a kitten?
She's not sick.
It was a difficult decision to make. It was a toss-up between a kitten, a puppy, and their dad. And kind of puppies are the sweetest.
What is your verdict?
My team say true.
You're saying true, yeah? OK, so, Joe, is it true?
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Possession.
Now, there's a box just behind the stage there, Claudia, if you'd like to get the box.
Hold on, bear with me.
Take out its contents.
OK, in here is my pet cat from when I was little, and my dad had her stuff for me when she died.
Oh.
Here she is.
I'll just pop her on the desk there, Claudia.
What's she run over?
This is Coffee.
Coffee.
And she was my most loved pet, and she died when I was 14. I could even get upset about it now.
Yeah.
And
how did you...
Go on, then.
You can get upset. But you're happy to exploit her on a light entertainment panel show.
Do you want your father to stuff your cat?
No,
Once
but
it
I was
died?
so devastated. I was so upset that she died. My dad, as a present, gave her to me, all stuffed, and she came to my wedding.
Sorry. Came to your wedding?
Vaguely not of her own accord.
Was she a bridesmaid and came down on a trolley?
No.
I just don't believe Claudia, even in Claudia's world, which I love. I love your world. However, this is a step too far. I just don't believe. Well,
that's pretty convincing.
It's talking to her now.
Time now for Lee to make a decision.
She looks like a very lovely but slightly unstable woman, and I'm going to say that that's true.
You're saying it's true? OK, Claudia Winkleman, is it true or is it a lie?
It is indeed a lie.
Oh, what a shame. It's a lie.
I have made a CD of the sound of my kettle boiling, and I play it every night to help me get to sleep.
Lee's team, is that possible?
Why would that help you get to sleep?
It reminds me of my grandmother, because we were always caravanning when I was little, and she'd be up later than me, and the kettle would be just boiling on the gas stove, and I could hear that little hiss and whistle and the bubbles. I had it done for me by the sound people at work.
You
Really?
absolute lie. You're trying to tell us all I'm picturing And he's a man now with these big things on, going like that, you know. 5, 4...
I don't know how
You're
they
lying
do.
in bed with your husband trying to get to sleep, and you put the sound of a kettle boiling. And he's all right with that, is he?
I go to bed earlier than he does because I have to get up at 5.
Right.
For what? To switch the kettle off.
Have you tried sex?
And plus, when
Have you tried sex to get to sleep?
Yeah, because Ken's got a good technique if you want to try it.
what do your kids say about this CD? They think it's weird?
No, they put up with it. You know?
No, you're lying now. Kids think everything is weird. No.
If I'm really, really tired, I'll go upstairs and they will already have put a hot water bottle in the bed and the CD on the thingy.
Oh, goodness, you're just off the scale.
So, Lee, what are you going to say?
We'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK, Fern, reveal all.
It's a lie.
Yes, it is a lie. If Fern can't get to sleep, she just rings Philip Schofield and asks him to tell her about his time in Joseph. Again. And that noise signals time's up. It's the end of the show. And my individual liar of the week this week is Fern Brydon. Yes. Fern Brydon, whose gigantic whoppers were as beautifully showcased tonight as they were on her 2003 Pilates video. Good night.
Tonight, on the best of Would I Lie to You, Davina McCall, Jimmy Carr, Danny Logan, Richard Wilson, Ben Shepherd, Robert Webb, Frankie Boyle, Graham Garden, Nolan Levin, Jason Manfred, Russell Howard, and their team captain, Lee Mack. And facing on tonight, Rob Brydon, Michael Ashford, David Baddiel, Dara O'Brien, Trisha Goddard, Phil Daniels, Rich Hall, Kristen Murphy, Danny Baker, Maureen Lipman, Michael McIntyre, and their team captain, David Mitchell. But first, behave like irritating neighbours and make lots of noise for your host, Angus Deaton!
Good evening and welcome to this hastily cobbled together, this specially compiled bonus edition of Would I Lie to You? Yes, 30 minutes of largely unbroadcast material deemed too funny to show you the first time round. If you have a red button on your handset, it will be of absolutely no use to you for the next half hour. This is a quiz about lying. Lying by omission is when you knowingly leave some information out, like when the estate agent shows you around in the 2-minute gap that the Eurostar isn't going through the kitchen. And scientists have developed a truth serum that makes people incapable of lying. It's called 6 pints of lager. And so to round one, in which our contestants are given one simple yet frequently insurmountable task, to read a statement from the card in front of them. They never know what's on the card, a true fact or something we made up earlier. This can lead to panic, nausea and occasional vomiting. People who expect high-quality fibbing should look away now.
I was voted the 47th sexiest man in Wales.
Was the 48th?
I think was John Humphreys, the guy
Who made this part?
Wales has its own newspaper called the Western Mail.
Have we asked him which year this was?
Oh, yeah, which year was it? It was clearly not in the last 10.
It was about... listen to you, George Clooney. I could take that coming from Robert, who has a certain earthy charm.
Right, thank
But
you.
from a rejected Chuckle Brother, it's a bit rich.
So, team captain, what are you saying?
OK, we think that's a lie.
Yeah. OK, they're saying it's a lie.
It's true.
It's absolutely true. Yep, it's true. Rob was voted the 47th sexiest man in Wales and would have finished even higher if he hadn't got cramp in his dialing finger. Next, Robert.
I was voted the 88th sexiest man in the world. But it was the readers of some women's magazine.
Which
Blind and Wretched.
You would know.
Where did David finish?
I'm not so very sure David was on that list.
Unfortunately. Generally, Robert is considered the better looking one of your outfit. But if it were me, can I say this? I think that you are easier on the eye than him. I think there's something very pleasing, and you may notice I've been looking at you a lot. I just think he looks lovely.
I feel a bit weird about this. But, you know, thanks.
Rob,
Anyway,
if we could drag you back to the poll.
I think it's I think it's true.
Robert, the answer?
It is true.
It is true.
I had an interview at MI5 to be a spy.
Where's MI5, Jimmy?
Where's MI5?
Yeah.
Well, it's on the South Bank now, but that building wasn't finished at the time. So it was a meeting in Millbank.
What was it, like a planning meeting to join MI5?
Like a planning? No, I wasn't going to build a new headquarters.
The fact the building wasn't finished.
We're thinking of setting up a big organisation of spies.
Well, you know...
Lots of guns and handcuffs and itching powder. We don't know how we're going to use that, but it's all fun. And we're building a huge, crazy building on the South Bank, which is actually MI6, but never mind.
Can I say I'm worried now that you know a bit much about it, and you really do seem like a spy, I think, because you're posh and a tiny bit gay, even though you're not.
Well, hang on, David. I'll stop you there. Posh and a little bit gay. What are you talking about, man?
This is like Spartacus. No, I'm posh and a little bit gay.
You're the least posh and a little bit gay of anyone in the world ever, Lee.
Puff. Yes, right.
Thing is, Jimmy, if I'm right about you, you were a virgin until you were about 27, as far as I remember.
26.
26.
And that was the last series of this show. Shall we not bring it up again?
Here's the thing. This was your opportunity to pull.
Would you have been sent abroad?
Well, don't you start. I'm having enough trouble with them. You're not even in this. What are you talking about?
Look, Jimmy, your attitude under interrogation is just a bit churlish, which, as a spy, it really shouldn't be, you know.
The other interrogator starts asking questions and you go, are you in this?
Was this during the Cold War?
Yeah, I'm 50.
You might be. Your hair's dyed. So...
Fashion tips from the tramp.
Now, girls. Was there a practical side to the interview? Did you have to...
Yeah, I had to fuck a girl in a speedboat.
David Mitchell, what are you thinking as team captain?
I think it's not true.
OK, we'll go with that. That's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Jimmy?
It's a lie.
Can I just say, you've made that really hard for yourself. It says I once had an interview at MFI.
I have been wearing bronzing powder since the age of 12.
How old are you?
31.
31. No way, bronzing powder wasn't around.
What exactly is bronzing powder? Is that the same as... You mean to make you look suntanned?
Suntan like this.
Why do you wear it?
Well, you put it on and people go, well, you look, well. And then, you know, and I noticed that they were saying that. So I thought, well, look, can I ask you a question? Why are we 7 in makeup?
Well, to catch up with you.
The fact is, you're in makeup because you want to look good on TV, and I just want to take that into outside of television.
You want to look TV smooth 24/7.
Yeah.
These things must come in specific colours and stuff. What option have you chosen?
Deep bronze. Heavenly mahogany. I don't know the actual bloody name of the colour.
Graham, what do you think?
Well, if that's deep mahogany bronze, he's been robbed. No, it's a lie.
Big lie.
Big lie.
They're saying it's a lie, so Michael, fact or fable?
It is indeed
true.
TV good, baby. 24/7. TV good. People party in the street, they try and change channel. Look at this guy. He looks TV good. I saw...
I mean, I'm very glad you're so pleased for the team, but I think in a minute you're going to have to face the wider truth of what people now know.
No, I know.
It's true, Michael has been wearing bronzing powder since the age of 12. The good thing about bronzing powder is that people can't see that you're embarrassed, no matter how many times they point and shout, "There's a grown man wearing bronzing powder." And so to Lee's team, who have this rather eerie premonition of impending disaster, for those who are aware of how Rod Hull sadly met his end.
Yeah, I've locked up the canteen. Everything's nice and tidy.
Look, well, it never worked anyway, did it? Here, look. It's that underground. It's loosened the aerial. Oh, you'll have to go on the roof and fix it. No, I'm not going to leave it. Come on. You can't leave it. The viewers will have no programme.
I wonder what's wrong with it. Oh, it's that bit up there.
Has that got it? Yes, that's all right.
Yes, that was Rod and Emu on the programme EBC, and as you'll no doubt be aware, tragedy struck shortly afterwards when Rod was given a second series. Some 19 years later, of course, Rod Hull did sadly die when fixing an aerial on his roof. So here's the intriguing Rod and Emu fact. Rod Hull was buried along with his fake arm and the very first emu. Or was he? Lee?
Does everybody know that he had a fake arm?
Well, he didn't have to. It wasn't a real emu.
He didn't really have a neighbour that was a fat green witch either.
I thought you meant that he had one of his arms wasn't real.
I think it would be an odd choice of career for a one-armed man to become a ventriloquist.
So what are you thinking? Is this truth or tosh?
I think it's a lie.
Robert,
I think it's a lie.
I think that is a lie as well. I'll say lie.
OK, it is in fact a big fat lie. Yes. Yes, Rod Hull was not buried along with his fake armour and the very first emu. Rod's not the only performer to have made a living by dragging an erratic and embarrassing old bird around. Richard Madeley is doing very nicely as well. So, to David's team, who have this to say about.
Please present the meat on trays.
Don't tell.
Melissa, I don't know what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to upset our guests, but right now, I'm starting to get pissed. Now, will you send your food?
Let's go.
Right. Dome's off. Jen, describe the dish.
That's a duck breast.
You four hell's bitches, I am embarrassed. I don't think I've ever been so embarrassed inside this restaurant in my entire life. Get out my sight.
He's so angry in that, he's forgotten the word of.
It's essentially the way he's been obviously willing to Americanise for the money, so he's actually accidentally said that he's going to get drunk. And he said bring the meat, I think he was trying to say the meat entrees, because that's entrees what the Americans moronically refer to a main course as. But it just sounds like bring on the meat entrees. What meat on trays? That how you serve the meat here? Yeah, I mean, tray of meat, $9.99. And clearly the thing that he's good at is saying fuck. And they've told him he's not allowed to say
And all he can say is, I'm embarrassed.
Gordon Ramsay, anyway, less than happy about the duck. Of course, normally in Gordon's kitchen, if they shout out duck, it's because he's just thrown a meat cleaver at someone's head. Please welcome tonight's special guest person, Gareth. So, Tricia, what's Gareth to you?
This is Gareth, and he came on my show to cure his fear of Scotch eggs.
Yeah, right.
OK, Rich, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Gareth?
This is Gareth, and he pimped my ride and turned my car into the ultimate fishing mobile.
And finally, David, what's your relationship with Gareth?
This is Gareth, and he freed me from a roller coaster when the car got stuck.
Please let that one be true. Please. So there you are. Tricia's phobic guest, a car pimper, according to Rich, or a theme park rescuer, if we believe David. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
Oh, definitely Tricia. I've seen your show. You don't have people that come on because they're scared. You might have come on because you had sex with a Scotch egg. Scared of a Scotch egg?
He had a bad experience.
How does the fear manifest itself?
He used to sort of get panicky and scared when he saw a Scotch egg.
Surely it's really easy to avoid Scotch eggs. I mean, there's a tiny section of the supermarket that you could easily walk round. Oh, I need to get some Baileys for Christmas. Oh, an egg!
What if he loves pork pies?
Yeah!
Name a supermarket where the pork pies aren't right next to the Scotch eggs.
And what was your show called, that particular one?
It was called Fiancé, Your Fear of Scotch Eggs Will Ruin Our Wedding Buffet.
That's insensitive. To deliberately order the pyramid of Scotch eggs. No. It's terrified of them.
If I could steer you towards one of the others.
Oh, yes.
What about the roller coaster? Which roller coaster, David, was it?
It was the runaway mine train. The idea was that a historical train by which mines were accessed had run away with itself. That would be scary.
Where was it?
It was Alton Towers.
Alton Towers?
And so how did you get stuck?
Well, the train ceased to run away. But it goes through lots of tunnels, and in one of the tunnels, it suddenly stopped in the dark.
Right.
And they said over there was a speaker, and they said, stay where you are, we'll be sending someone, and it was Gareth.
I'm honestly struggling with the idea that you went for a day out to Alton Towers. Are you presenting a documentary for BBC4 about the horror of modern life?
Well, David's not been on a ride and got stuck, has he?
No, David's never been on a ride.
I was on a stag do. That's where people like me have to do things that they wouldn't otherwise remotely want to do.
What about Richard Carpenter?
Rich, your car was turned into a fishing mobile.
What is the car? What was it? What mate?
It's not a car, actually. It's a small pickup truck.
So how did it turn into a fishing mobile?
Well, basically, there's just two big all-weather bucket seats in the back that you can sit on and fish and swivel. It's got a rack for fishing rods, and the glove box folds out, and you can tie flies in the glove box.
No, it sounds like he's doing drive-by fishing.
There we go. You have to get out of your truck.
So he's not done much pimping, has he? All he's done is took a better pickup truck, stuck some fishing rods in and a bucket. Pimp my ride, it's stick a bucket in my car, is what it should be called.
Am I right in saying that the phrase pimp my ride means modify my car?
Yeah.
You can either go for the Scotch egg fearing guest on Tricia's show, Rich's personal car customiser, or David's roller coaster saviour.
Well, look, right, Tricia's thing is just madness, right? If David had to go on a stag party, he'd insist that it all got changed and they went to Venice.
The only thing that makes me think David might be telling the truth is that Gareth fella there has got the look in his eyes of a man who has at some point his life spinned a waltzer and tried to chat up a 14-year-old girl.
At the same time. I don't think it can be Scotch egg boy because he wouldn't want to come on national television again to reveal he was scared of Scotch egg.
So Lee, please, a decision.
I don't know why, but I think it's Tricia's telling the truth.
No.
I do, honestly.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go for Trisha.
Lee is saying it's Trisha. Gareth, perhaps you'd like to reveal who you really are.
I went on Trisha to cure my fear of Scotch eggs.
I got picked on at school because my mum was the dancer in the titles of Tales of the Unexpected.
We can remind ourselves of what Russell's mother looked like.
So your mother was a professional dancer or an actress, and
She was a professional dancer, yeah.
What were the other highlights of your mother's dancing career?
We never really went into it.
So you never...
You're not going to go at age 8.
Mum, you done any other dancing
To be fair, you might have spoken to your mother since the age of 8 and discussed her career then.
Yes. But it's something we don't really...
You don't talk about your mother's embarrassing dancing past?
Not really, no.
You have never asked or bothered to find out what else she did in her career as a dancer?
Well, it's clearly a fucking lie, isn't it? But I've been...
Do I get extra points for capitulation?
I was buying it until, you know, we brought on board the world's toughest lawyer.
You know that every job your parents have ever
Nobody
had.
knows what their dad does. What are you talking about? What?
Nobody knows what their dad does. Basically, totally willing to believe the whole Tales of the Unexpected thing. It was just the refusal to countenance having discussed your mother's dancing career beyond that. It seems so implausible.
Because, as we now know, nobody knows what their father does.
Do you know, you have a vague idea of what your dad does, but you don't know the nitty-gritty. Go through all your dad's jobs then, as you know every one of them.
OK, well, he didn't have many. He lectured in hotel and restaurant management from 1976 to about a year ago when he retired. Before that...
But the fact is, before that, his dad was the dancer on the of Tales of the Unexpected.
Right. These are the wig and glasses I wear if I want to pop to the shops unnoticed.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you
Pop
mind
it on there.
slipping into it?
Is that the right way round?
No, it's the right way around.
And the glasses?
It's Davina.
Good grief.
I know we have to make a guess, but I'm really liking that look, by the way. I like him very much.
Thanks. Michael.
I would.
Oh yeah. For me, my opinion is worth nothing to you. But Aspo.
You look like Ken Barlow's ultimate fantasy.
So, David, what are you thinking?
I think we're going to go for a lie then.
Lie. Yeah, I think it's
They're
a lie.
all going for a lie suddenly. Davina, tell us whether it's the truth or a lie.
It is a lie.
It is a lie.
But can I keep these?
Yes. This is the coconut that nearly killed me. Is this believable?
Where were you?
Under a coconut tree. What do you think? I was stood underneath a coconut tree, and the coconut fell off the tree, barely missing me.
And you brought it home?
Yeah.
I'm suspicious because you're not allowed to bring fruit and vegetables from foreign countries into...
Well, you made the classic mistake, haven't you, Tricia? Because a coconut isn't a fruit or a vegetable. It is, in fact, a seed.
It almost hit you.
It almost hit, yeah. It went past my face, hit my shoulder, bounced off. On the floor.
Why did you decide to keep it?
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd make a nice anecdote. Clearly, I was wrong.
The moment of shoulder pain. The
Yes.
moment when your shoulder has been bruised, possibly shattered by the coconut.
Yes.
You think, I must keep that for anecdotal reasons. I don't want to be rude, but this is a coconut. It fell off a tree, hit me on the shoulder, but obviously if it had hit me on the head in the right place, I might have died. It's not as interesting a story as perhaps you think. I might actually elicit the response, if only it had.
I will throw this coconut at your head now, right? And I will. No, hang on, I will. I will, David. I will throw this coconut at your head and hit you on the shoulder really hard.
No,
and
thanks.
I guarantee, be quite interesting, anecdote. Don't push me, David! Do not push me!
No one is insured for that to happen.
We think it's a lie.
Truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
I have received fan mail from Angus Deaton.
I'm not actually allowed to take part in this question, unfortunately, because obviously I would be...
When was it? Well, I've only recently become aware of this fact, so I can't tell you exactly when.
And how old was Angus when he wrote it to you?
Well, anything between sort of 7 and 60, I
Oh,
suppose.
OK, so this is from when...
51.
Thank you.
Did this person, whoever it was, tell you roughly what the letter said and what it was in connection with?
Yes, it was a Capital Radio show.
A friend of mine was in the Susie Quattro fan club, right, and got a letter about 3 years ago. They used to get a newsletter every month with what Susie Quattro was up to, and he got a newsletter through the post, and it said, "Dear member, I'm afraid this will be the last newsletter going because there's only me and you left."
Lots of love, Susie. There's something about Angus which you would be interested in.
He's a presenter.
Yeah, I think he's a presenter and he's looking for tips. And,
Look at his face.
Look at his little tiny face. I think it's true.
Michael, did I or didn't I?
Believe it or not, it's true.
That is actually the only fan letter I've ever written. You've only written one fan letter?
Yes, the first
Who was it to?
and only fan letter I've written was to Elizabeth Taylor when I was 14. Satan, she was the same age. Took a year for a response to come back, and then I licked the photograph signature and it didn't run. But when I met her eventually, she came on the chat show.
You licked her and she did run.
For 2 weeks, I drove a car that could only turn left.
When you say you drove for 2 weeks, you mean you couldn't stop? It just went on and on, turning left?
No.
Why could it only turn left?
It was hit. My wife had an accident in it, so you couldn't turn the wheel right. You had to only go left.
Why couldn't you turn the wheel right?
Because the metal of the car.
Hey, hang on, Michael, don't get so technical with me. The metal of the car, yeah? Can you be more specific? What bit of the metal of the car?
The metal bit.
So at no point in the 2 weeks you were driving and there was only one way to go, which was a sharp right.
I wouldn't have been there because I've pre-planned my journey. It's very frustrating when you've got to be there and you realise the only way to get there is to go left, 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 and left again.
We all think as a team that not only is it a lie, it's a pretty bad lie. In fact, a lie that you should be ashamed of and you should leave the show immediately. It's just over there on your right. You might have to go through there, through there, through there.
Oh, no, I'm really upset! Well, how do you like this? It's true! Get over yourself!
I don't believe that. No way in the world you've had a car for 2 weeks that can't turn right. Do I look like a simpleton? Don't answer that. You cannot drive a car. You've been going around the one-way system forever, you lunatic.
You've got to understand the very truths they pick are the unlikely ones.
Right, it's my go. I used to live on the moon.
Do you consider that to be equally unlikely?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're an idiot.
No.
No one has ever lived on the moon.
No one has ever.
Cars have been damaged. It's so good.
Lying.
They put it on television.
I don't believe it.
There we are. It is true. Michael did drive a car that could only turn left for a whole 2 weeks. It would have been less, but unfortunately the AA sent out a van that could only turn right. When it was eventually diagnosed, it turned out the problem was caused by the nut holding the steering wheel. Which infuriating buzzing means at the end of tonight's programme, a glance at the scores reveals that there is no scoring, as this is a compilation show. So instead, I'll leave you with the results of a recent study that all of us lie at least twice a day, although the frequency apparently increases if you're a man on a speed date who's just noticed he's still wearing his wedding ring. Good night.